Upstairs in your jewelry.
Can I have my gum?
You're alive. I'll get you your gun, but you're alive. Move your purse.
I didn't know it was 110.
It's 113.
Oh, shoot. Did I go driving? That's how I do it. That's how I do it.
I'll open your gun too.
No.
Yeah. How you gonna say no? I said I opened it. You gonna say no?
Well, I hate when you touch my stuff.
I'm just, okay.
Oh, this needs to be plugged in with the light on.
No, you know when I touch your stuff, that's yours.
Dang. Child abuse all on YouTube and stuff. Shoot, Lydia gotta always show out. Every time. Hello, everybody.
Here you go.
This is the Talkitoutshow, and I'm Lydia.
I am Joanne.
And Alizé just went out the door. You guys can say goodbye to her soon. She's agitating her mom. So, how are you guys doing this wonderful, 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 hot, beautiful day in Portland, Oregon?
Yes.
You guys can always type down and tell us how you're doing in your weather in your city and state, so we can know and be vibing with you. Because we're vibing to the top. Hey, we're Lydia and Joey. Huh?
This song rising to the top.
Yeah, but I was saying vibing.
That's good.
And I was saying with Lydia and Joey. That's what we do. Thank you. So you guys. So I couldn't cook today because my husband has the key and I forgot all about it. And then I'm forgetting. Yeah. I'm about to get to the conversation of why I call my husband. Because me and Derek was having this issue of conversation. But anyway, so he took the keys to the freezer. So I can't get in the freezer to get anything. Cause I wanted to make my strawberry iced tea. Couldn't do that because guess where the ice is? In the big freezer. We have a little bag of ice in this freezer, but it was not enough for the sweet tea.
Oh, so you need some ice?
Yeah, I needed everything. I needed something to cook. All that. But I'm alright. I had some salty food that just kind of messed up my taste bud for the day anyway. And when it was salty, I felt like I was eating salt on potatoes.
So it overpowered everything.
I had more salt than I had potatoes.
Yeah, I don't like that. And then you sure don't need to do that because you have high blood pressure or something. You could just
Exactly. And then your mouth's all dry. Did you want pizza come?
No, it's okay. Because it will really annoy everybody.
I don't know. Okay. So we're here to talk about business, right?
Okay.
So I want to make sure you guys have like the bomb business info with us.
Cool. Letting everybody know on Facebook we on right now.
We are right now to the break of dawn. Everybody say yeah.
Guess you better enjoy the rest of the day before it switch because it's finna switch.
Again, please type in and let us know what your weather is like, where you from.
Yes.
Okay, so you know we are all about business partners and working and business entrepreneurship and all those wonderful things. So I want you guys to keep forward with this conversation because one thing I also think that I don't think anybody talks about, I know, is you have to be you. I know sometimes we feel like we have to change up, and one time Joanne called it code switching and stuff like that, but really people want the authentic you. They want to know you, your personality, your thing, your brand, and you have to be able to love your brand and who you are. Now, say, example, my sis, act like she's not my sis. She's a competition and she makes candle bouquets. And it's a unique brand. Nobody's heard of it.
I've never heard of that, so that's really neat.
Oh, yeah. Just came up with it right top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Don't be stealing my ideas.
I'm getting ready to. I'm figuring it out.
So you get this candle bouquets, and that's what she specializes in. Because she wanted to do candles, and she wanted to do something different. I went over there and I saw her candle bouquets and I was like, that is gorgeous. I could do something like that too. So I decided to do some candle bouquets, but of course I'm going to change the name because she already has the name Candle Bouquets. So I'm going to name...
Oh, so I have the name Candle Bouquet.
Yeah, and you make candle bouquets.
Okay.
That's what your specialty is.
Mm-hmm. And you say, hey, I can make that too.
Yeah.
But you're going to pick a different name, right?
Yeah, well, because it's still going to be candle bouquets. So I'm just going to be like, I'm making candle flowers.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
A candle, flowers
Floral
and treats.
candles.
There you go.
There we go.
Floral candles and treats. That's what I'm going to do mine.
Uh-huh.
And all there are is candle bouquets.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be in the description, candle bouquet today. So, you guys answer this question. Should Joanne be mad that I stole her idea and decided to create my own? What should the answer be?
Oh, well, I was doing that kind of... I was like, I'm watching what my kids listen. A, B, or C.
A, B, or C. So what should the answer be?
Well, I personally, the answer for me is no.
Great answer, Joe.
There is room for everyone, I always say.
And everybody's gonna do it their way.
Exactly, because their own style, they're gonna do their own thing.
Because Joanne is Joanne. And I can never be Joanne. As much as I want to try or do it, I will never be able to be Joanne. So Joanne does it her way. She's not worried about me and my floral bouquets because she knows she has a dynamite career.
That's not necessarily true, though. So, because I will say this. Even though I say that, and that is how it's I feel it's supposed to be, because there is room for everyone, and exactly what she's saying, yes, that is true. But a lot of times in those scenarios, because a lot of times, like I even say with you, even though, like say for instance, we do our businesses, right, and we all, me, you, and Ciroc, we do the same things, but it's all unique. You see how different ours is. When I look at yours, I always think yours is better. But then you be like, no, yours is yours, da-da-da. And yeah, it's two totally, the recipes are different and the types are different or whatever. And I know mine works, yeah. But when I look at your packaging or things like that, the aesthetics of things, then I always look at yours as it is better.
But my thing is, that's the wrong way to think.
I know.
But I'm just saying.
I want people to see this because that is what's going to happen.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, my purpose is to get you to understand it doesn't matter if one looks better to the other or one is better to whatever, because you can get 20 people there and you can sell the same amount. People are going to like what they like when they like it. You know what I mean?
Or people are going to need what they need as well.
Or not. Yeah, some people will go with the needs and some people are going to go with their likes. Yeah. Some people go with their vision.
Yes.
It's however you position
Visual
it.
shoppers,
But it's
sometimes.
Not the point to get mad at... Joanne should not get mad at me for doing the candle floral shop. And if somebody else decides to take my idea and make it theirs, should not get mad at them for doing their thing. Now, if I could...
Unfortunately, that doesn't have to work.
But it should. And the reason I'm trying to tell you this is my thing, and this is a very key opponent in a business.
Component?
Okay. In the business is your vision is your vision. So however you're doing your business, it has to be your vision. So even though I got this grand idea from Joanne, and then say Alize got this grand idea from me, we all three gonna have our own vision.
Yeah.
We're all three gonna be different creative. Should I be mad? No. Will I be mad if she's making more money than me? Probably so. But we shouldn't. What you should do is go, how can I top what Lydia does? How can Joanne top what Joanne does? How can Alize top us two or the next person? That is where your mindset should be. It should never be, I'm mad they stole my idea and they're doing it better than me. Because nobody can do you better than you. that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just decide to do a candle bouquet and you decide not to really jazz it up any more than what you do, and you like the way you do it, then you shouldn't go over here looking at Lydia's or looking at Alizé's and having an issue with it when it's you that need to upgrade
up your game.
Yeah, because you just got to do you.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that, and the reason I'm very adamant about that, is because I was teaching a lesson that you should always think of how to better your product to make it more easy and mobile. And I was teaching, matter of fact, I was teaching my nephew, her son. My nephew, her son. That there's always things to do. So, like she said, we all three got the same thing. We do teas. So, Ciroc does these little packages. So he has a little tiny baby boxes. And then I got us some sample tea packets for us to pass out free teas. So people can taste our stuff and then they can order it. So Ciroc used his, and it's so freaking cute. Even the little face he got on it, it's so freaking cute. So I'm sitting up there because I'm not doing anything. I'm looking at all of our teas, and I go, you know what you should do? And he's like, what? And I said, this is what you should do. You should really make a bigger box tea. I like the box and do the box. I like how you decorate your box. You should really do a bigger box tea. I was thinking about that, Auntie, but I was thinking about doing like the bags like you guys. I said, no, be in there, do something different. I said, you really got something with the box. It's just that you got these baby boxes. Do a bigger box where you can, and then you can sell them at a bigger price and make more money.
Yeah.
And then I said, ooh, do a variety tea box.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that would be cool. So we sitting there like, yeah. So he couldn't figure it out. And I was like, Ciroc, I got this wonderful idea. And he was like, what? You know, I sampled tea bags. Yeah. Put them in the box. And then you can sample and they can separate each tea. Mm-hmm. And every time they open, they just open a tea bag and everything. Yeah. He was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I said, yeah, and then you can charge $10 or $15 for it, depending on how big the box is. And, you know, you decorate your box and you got really good ideas for your logos. I really like them. So I think, you know, doing that, he's like, how do you come up with it? I said, because my mind never stops. And I could give tons of ideas. But, like, for you and Alizé, y'all have to listen to me. Nobody else has to listen to me, so I'ma always shun my ideas onto you guys until you're adults. Then I'll probably stop, and then you probably won't listen to me. But I'm always shun my ideas on you guys because that's what I do. I don't sit and stay dormant. And I think that's where a lot of people, where they get their jealousy starting, is because they think what they got is the best product. So, oh, this is it. This is the best product. I like it the way it is. And you gotta always think differently. Like my daughter, just thinking, she makes some awesome body butter. But we noticed when the body butter's in the sun, what did it do? It melted, right? And so I was like, why is your body butter melting and theirs and not? And she said, oh, because they use shea butter. Shea butter is really hard. And I said, oh. I said, okay. And, you know, she was getting a little discouraged. But, you know, Lydia, she's a thinker. And I said, well, you know what I think it should be called instead of just plain old body butter? And she was like, what? Melt-away body butter. Because when you really put it in your hand and you rub it, it melts and the oil's there. And then it stretches, and so you can really put it all over your body. And it's really better to me than the hard body butter. And nobody has the melt-away body butter. So, as she named it.
They don't have it like that. I have seen somebody, but that's the way I think it should be, because somebody I know has them, and they have them like they look like little soaps almost. And it was hard because as soon as you put it on you, it's just melting away, and you're like, no control, whatever. If that, you can pick how much you want. And then, you know what I'm saying, so there's more control. Because then the person had no way of like properly packaging it. And when, like you said, when the sun came out, then boom, it's gonna melt. You gotta be careful what temperature
and so when it's hot, but then when you can take it,
you still have it in there.
It's still cutting back to its normal consistency. And you put it in your house and keep it cool, put it in the freezer and cool. And like I said, if you keep it in the refrigerator and you put it in your hand, it's like this coolness on your hand and you put it all over your body. It's really good. So that's what I'm saying. So when you think about your business, if you stop worrying about the next person's business, then look at what you're achieving, what your goal is. Because like Joanne says, your mind is to go, that person stole my idea and they made it better than me. But again, nobody can make anything better than you. So they can make their stuff the best way they can for them. Because that's their vision. They took your idea and made it into their own. It'd be different if I took her idea and I did everything the same exact way. Same bouquet, same the way the flowers are, same the candles arranged in the flowers the same way. That's a whole different story and dynamic there. That's when you can go, wait a minute. You know, you really are stealing from me and then you can sue the person. But when they get your idea and then they made it their own, that's the way they're doing it. And you can have 10 people do it and have it done 10 different ways. And you should not be jealous. It just depends on how the product is made. And you got to then look at yourself. If you look at somebody else's stuff and go, they biting off of me, or they're doing this, or they're doing that, then you need to look at yourself and say, then why I'm not holding myself to a higher standard? Why am I mad because their standards are higher than mine? Then hell yeah. Because sometimes we could go, oh, this is good and I like it just the way it is and it melts and and I don't want to change the name and this is what I want. Then you can't get mad if somebody else comes up with the idea and start using the idea because you didn't want to up your ante. Because there's no business out here that has not changed the game. They will change the labels. You can get Heinz ketchup. And the way they made it back in 1902 is not the way they make it now. And the labels are different just as well. So think about that. M&Ms are made differently. I mean, you can remember M&Ms back in the day. They even have, like, if you go to the M&M world, they'll show you what they look like from each year and decade. They change. So my thing is, why do we feel like we don't have to change if these big, giant corporations change?
That's true. Sure.
So, to go with that conversation, what is the number one important thing in a business? And it's not the number one, because I don't know which one is number one. But it's literally number one importance in a business. Something simple, something easy, something that you might not really think of, but when I say it, you'll go, oh.
Tenacity. Keep, just tenacity, perseverance, just to never give up, keep going, no matter what.
Yes, and that is so true. Even when you down to a penny and you're about to be just broke, don't stop your business. Keep going, because that's probably when you're getting ready to elevate to the next level. You're at the lowest of the lowest and you're getting ready to elevate. Don't quit. But our number one thing is branding. You really need to brand yourself. You really need to have that branding quality. Your personality, who you are, your company's values, what your product look like, all that you need to brand. And you need to brand it to the best of your ability. Branding. So when you even talk to somebody, are you looking at them eye to eye, having a hand, the nice firm handshake. Let me give you an example. Have you seen that show, Legally Blonde?
Yes.
Okay. Remember she was just this blonde girl and she was chasing her boyfriend. That's why she ended up going to a different college than the rest of the girls and stuff like that, because she was going to be a lawyer because that's who he had to marry. And she was in the class and she was studying and doing her best. And when they asked for a resume, she had her little pink resume that smelled so good. Because she was branding herself. That's who she is. And she portrayed it in every avenue. She carried her stuff all the way around, all the time. Because that's her brand. That's her company. That's her bread and butter. That's the way she was living to make it to the next level in college. Branding yourself. You might not be the smartest, but you can get somewhere and achieve something if you study hard and, of course, have your brand. Everybody in the world, regardless if they have a business or not, needs to make sure they brand themselves. And the reason I came up with that conversation is because I was on Facebook. Yes, I know. Shocking again.
That is very shocking.
And there was on this group chat on Facebook, somebody posted and then I saw like 4 or 5 other times people posted it. People were mad at Monique.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because she was telling people that they need to dress. And it was so funny because before I saw it, I was telling my daughter.
You would be on Monique's side.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but before I saw it, it was just funny because I was talking to my daughter, even about my boys. I said, it's funny because when I was younger, boys would never let the hair look like that. They would be dressed to the nines. I don't care if they got this stuff from Goodwill or whatever. They would just always be dressed. That's just what they would. So to see all these young guys just not dressing and looking good and, taking care of you, could be ugly as hell, but you was dressed to looking good to your best ability. To now have hair combed and all of that. It just made no sense. And I used to get mad like at Kobe Bryant. Rest his soul. I used to get mad at him because his hair was so nappy. And it was like he just woke up like that. Like it wasn't like somebody picked it that way or combed it. It really like he woke up like that. And I was like, you making all these $1 million, you can't get your hair done? Like, this is normal. So I never understood that how the dynamics change from we need to look good to not. And I'm talking about.
And think even further back though.
You can go all the way down because you know Malcolm X.
Yeah, they was always suited and all women was always dressed to the nines.
Yeah,
and they had it rough back then. Our ancestors was having it rough, dealing with all that racism, and they still was looking good.
And I never understood it. So Monique. And she said she's trying to say it in the most loving way. And she did. She said it way nicer than Lydia would ever say. She really did. And people took offense to it. And I was like, why are you taking offense to it? Because it's not like she called you ugly or talked about you or anything. She was really nice. Because Lydia doesn't have the verbiage as Monique had to say it. All she was saying is, take pride in yourself. And the reason I'm saying that and the reason I have the conversation, and yes, I am on Monique's side, because we always get mad that somebody has an opinion about us. But I'm going to say, because there's 2 ways to go with this. We always get mad when people have an opinion about us. And there's certain things that, no, we shouldn't care if somebody has an opinion or not. But it should never be because I came outside in my pajamas and a bonnet. Now, I might go to the mailbox with the bonnet on in my pajamas to go get the mail. Shouldn't be going to the grocery store with the bonnet and my pajamas. I remember even going one day, because my kids are homeschooled. And it's automatically when you wake up in the morning, even to this day my daughter gets mad about it. You wake up, you get dressed, even though you're not going anywhere. And she'll go, we're not going anywhere. But if we do, there's no reason that we have to rush to get dressed. Get up and get dressed. But it's the thing to get used to doing, because in the real world, you should be working and stuff like that. Get dressed. And we went by this one school, and I think I saw about 4 or 5 girls in pajamas. And they was just happy with the hair and the bonnet and pajamas. And I said, you couldn't even go to that school dressed like that. You wouldn't even leave the house like that. I was never able to leave the house to look like that. And it was not because of anybody else. It was the pride in ourselves. So we always complain that, we need to give our girls and our youth, encourage them and lift them up. But if they don't even know how to get dressed first, we got to go all the way back. Like, these are things we did. When you get a baby, you dress your child. You don't let the baby go looking homeless and bummish. You don't let your kids do that. You don't let your kids look worse than you. You make sure you look better than your kids. It's an automatic thing that you do. Because that's it's who we are. We are a society, and your kids should not be able to get a job with pajamas and a bonnet on. They really shouldn't. What kind of job are they going to that they can go to work with pajamas and a bonnet on? How much are you making? I mean, these are things that you think. Now, like I say, now, if you want to, I'm not saying you got to be dressed to the nines. I'm really not saying that. You can go with, you can get up and get dressed, put a t-shirt and some jeans on, and some socks and shoes and go. If you don't want to put the socks on, put the shoes on, go. Put some sandals on and go. I don't care, as long as they kind of keep good matching. I'm not saying dress to the nines, and I don't think she was telling people to dress to the nines, but I do mean dress as if you're going somewhere, because you are out and about. And then they got on.
I think what was really bothering her, I think it was she saw so many in the airport that were getting ready to go. You get on the airplane and they were in the like a whole bunch of them had bonnets on and just pajamas and
I think a lot of that came from one of them rappers, Cardi B or somebody. A lot of them came with that because of that. But again, they like on private planes or I don't know. I don't know what their reason is of doing it, and I'm tired of us copying them.
To be able to be first class, and then nobody seeing them, and they have their own private jet, and they can relax on there.
Yeah, and I still don't agree with it. Yeah. I mean, getting comfortable clothes. When I go on to a plane, I know my feet swell, so I put on sandals. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put on the dress so it's flowy, comfortable, because sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm comfortable. Get comfortable, but I'm not coming on there with a robe and a bonnet or nothing. I'm just not. Now I might put a bonnet on when I'm about to go to sleep and it's overnight and I'm gonna lay down. But I'm not walking to the airport with one on. I'm not doing that. And people have made excuses because I remember it was on Zane's post. Yeah. And they was saying that they could be depressed or whatever. I've been depressed and I probably didn't look my best, but I never went out in my pajamas or a bonnet or a hairband or nothing like that. And I know I wasn't looking my best when I was depressed, but I was smart enough not to come out like I just woke up out of bed. I just know that much. Like I could have did way better. Like I don't think I was that much of a step from that, but I'm just not. And I know a lot of people got mad because they like, oh, somebody wants to go out to eat or lunch with me, and they got a hair bonnet on or their pajamas. I just tell them we'll do it another time. Not that we can't be friends or we ain't kicking it. I don't have no problem with that. But I'm not going out. And they jumped down Zane's throat about it. And I was like, are you all really mad that somebody said in a nice, loving way? Nah, she didn't go off. Again, like Lydia. Because I can understand if Monique went off like I would. Because I'm going to purposely offend you. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, I'm a businesswoman. And I'm a queen. And I'm going to come out looking like a homeless person. But if somebody calls me homeless, I got the nerve to get mad. Well, how would I know if you look just like the homeless people? If you ain't no better than them, then don't get mad at them and stop shunning the homeless people. Because a lot of the people that are probably got mad is the paying people that are going to shun a homeless person that needs money, do all this other stuff if you got mad. Because like I said, she wasn't rude. Now, you might not like that she told you not to wear pajamas outside. Okay. But that's her opinion. And I agree with her opinion. Oh, well. It just, I don't get it. It's like,
Did you see what she had on when she did the PSA, though? Oh, no.
Yeah. But she was in her private area. She never said you couldn't wear that at home. She didn't say you could wear that.
Like they said, you're at home. You're doing the PSA about that, but you know, like right now, me and you are live, right? We know it. Well, if we were her, we're not her yet, but if we were her, someone like her at her caliber, you're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands all over people watching. So that's just as if you were out and about. If you're seeing thousands and thousands of people, you're doing a PSA about wearing bonnets and pajamas in your robe. And you know it's a whole bunch of people going to see it. Mm-hmm. I'm just wanting to know because I've looked too. I've watched and I've seen both sides. I hear people.
No, but I say, and the reason I say this,
your robe, be quiet, because they're saying how you going to do a PSA and you're in your robe.
Easily, because a lot of times if you are in a star's position, a lot of times they're in the middle of switching clothes and they are in their robe because they're getting their makeup and stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
If you're at work, that's a job. If you're an actress and you're going to switch scenes or you're going to do this and that, or you modeling or, getting ready to do a photo shoot, you are going to be in a robe because you're not going to sit there and be naked. But when you're done and they finish, she probably getting ready to get touched up, had that 5 or 10 minute break, because it wasn't a long one, to say what she had to say, and then get to go back to work. Yes, there's some jobs you will be in that position. That's one of those jobs. Anybody in that job line will tell you they wear robes when they switch because they're not going to be in whatever and they're waiting for the clothing to come out to get changed in or something like that. So yes, I can understand that. I can understand that because I didn't see it. What her area was a blank wall and all that, so it didn't look like it was at a house with his pictures and she's at home doing it.
Right.
Look, it was in my mind.
She traveled until she's doing some comedy.
Yeah,
shows.
so she's in the mix of doing something and just said, you know what, I saw this. Let me go ahead and say this real quick. But I bet you can say that same conversation. Did you see her in the airport in the road? Because like I said, it depends on your job. If like me and Joanne's getting ready to do a video shoot, we have to switch clothes. Well, you don't put the outfit on until you right there because you want it to lay a certain way. They ironed it, they steamed it, and pressed it. So you got to sit in your robe until you are 2 minutes before you do your thing or 5 minutes before, because you don't want to put a wrinkle in it. It needs to lay right. So if I decided to want to go tell you about yourself on that, I'm at a paid gig right now. I'm in between. It's like a 5 minute, 10 minute break. And I'm going to tell you this? Yeah, because it's on my mind. It's on my mind. But if she was laid at home and she was laying in the bed, you then can say, well, you're doing a thing at home in a robe and it's being seen everywhere. But we know she's working. We knew she had her hair done. It wasn't in a bonnet. She was probably in between because she was traveling. It is what it is. Like I said, there's something because right when she put on the outfit, she can't be on there doing look, do me a video before I go out there. She can't do that because once that outfit's on, she got to rush out there. And she knew this was probably the most minutes she was going to have to be at the camera. But see, people are so busy mad about what somebody said is always, but what about you? That term irritates me. Especially because in the business world, you don't always get a what about me. Take what you need to take and don't take what you don't think you need. If you're not a person that don't wear robes and bonnets everywhere, then you don't need to take offense. But if you're a person that wears robes and bonnets anyway and you don't want to take it, well then don't talk about a homeless person. Don't talk about anybody. If you get mad, because again, I didn't see her be rude, not one bit. But yes, and it's always, and I hate to say black people that want to be extra sensitive when somebody tells them to do something better for themselves. Like I said, I know your great-grandmother, I'm going to have to go all the way to great, your great-grandmother would have never stepped out in the house with a robe or a bonnet. Unless she was going to take the trash to the corner or getting some mailbox. But rolling up in the car, going to the store, to your school, unless she purposely going to embarrass you, did not walk out the house not looking good. And Monique wasn't even telling you to look good. She said, just put on some clothes. Do your hair. You can put it in a quick wig. It takes me 2 seconds to put this quick wig on my head. It really don't take long to do it. And when I get home, I want to take it off. I take it off unless I know some company's coming. But I don't. She didn't say anything wrong, and she said, "I'm trying to say it as loving as possible." I didn't see her with an attitude or anything else. Lydia, on the other hand, would have cussed all y'all's out. But just saying, just because I understand sometimes you just want to go, but find you something that you could just want to go in. And I was just because I know when I was in high school there would be no way I would have walked out, even not like I did when I was depressed. There'd be no way I would have walked out. Even when I was depressed, there wouldn't be no way. I made sure I looked good all the way. And I didn't do it for anybody else. I did it because that's who I am. That's the way I was raised and brought up. To love myself. to cherish who I am and to respect myself. If I want somebody to respect me, I need to be a respectable person. And if I don't want somebody to prejudge me on how I look or whatever, then be dressed to the way you feel the best. You ain't gonna be dressed to the nines, but be dressed really well for you. It's hard for somebody like me to dress because it's hard to find clothes that lay the right way. She ain't even talking about that. She's saying don't go out in your pajamas and robe. And a damn bonnet.
Well, you guys would be in trouble for me because I don't like wearing pajamas.
So there you go.
So we would just be back to
So then you'd be mad.
And the birthday suit.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, think about that. Like, is somebody giving you a nice criticism in a loving and cherishing kind of way? Why do we always feel like we need to nitpick and get mad about it? And it's so funny because it's like so many of the men agree with her. And I'm like, it's the women that don't. And I'm like, and you guys feel like this is okay? Like, you really feel like this is okay? My mom always told me when I was younger, you represent this house when you leave this house. So you better behave. You better look right and behave. So when I went over to a friend's house, I make sure I cleaned up after myself. There was some dirt dishes in the sink. I cleaned it better than I did at home. Because I'm a representation of my mother. These kids and dopes and all that, I don't know who they the representation of. Because I'm going to just tell you right now, your ancestors are not happy with y'all going down in your pajamas. Your pajamas is for nighttime, bedtime. And when my mom was raised, you had school clothes, play clothes, and pajamas. And you do not play out in your school clothes. Nope. You go outside, you play with your play clothes outside. You do not go outside and play with your pajamas. Our parents would have kicked our butt if we even act like we was going to go outside in our pajamas. It wasn't even a thought in our process to go outside in our pajamas. So that's why I'm like, who gave you guys the process of it? I went to school one time with my pajamas. You know why? It was Halloween, and I was being a baby, having 2 pigtail pajamas, and a bottle. Only that. It ain't Halloween every day. I'm just saying, for the people that wear pajamas and robes and bonnets, do not talk about the homeless. Do not talk about somebody looking raggedy. Don't talk about, I don't care how cute your pajamas are. I don't care how cute your bonnets are. And y'all got some cute pajamas and bonnets. But you do not have the right to talk about anybody. I think it's wrong for you to talk about homeless people anyway. But you should not talk about anybody. Because apparently you want to be homeless. That's why you in your pajamas and bonnet. That's Lydia's version of the way it's said. Because apparently y'all didn't like Monique's way. When she was saying the 11 and 9, y'all being stupid and ignorant and going out with your pajamas and bonnets looking like some fools. That's what you're doing. That's what she should have said. Then you probably would have put some respect on her name instead of sitting up there wanting to bash her and then want to go out to Zane because she said she don't want to eat with y'all in your pajamas and bonnets.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that at all.
So, I tried.
I would be like, you know, I could see Zane doing that because of the fact that if you ain't got no time to do your hair and put some clothes on, then we just need to postpone. Yeah, we don't need to be. You just ain't got the time, evidently.
Exactly.
So,
put a bonnet on your head.
If you
can put a bonnet on your head, you can put a wig on your head. And there's some cheap wigs out there. That looks cute. Hey, hello, this is my cute one. I love this wig. I look cute. Thank you, Fire. She said word.
That's right.
That's right. Because it doesn't make no sense. And then if we talking about business, so you on here talking about business, and you going to go out in business looking like that? How are you representing? Again, you are your brand. You know what I mean? You are your brand. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Our one sister, she came over with some cute little slippers.
Yeah, that's true.
They were really cute, and I want a pair. But I ain't going out in them. Like, she just came over here to family house. It didn't matter. But I ain't going out in them. I'll be in the house like this cute. I'll go out on the porch cute, little. And I'll show y'all that I got them on. Because I'm showing you who I am as Lydia. She's going to show you how she is as Joanne. That's what we do. But come on, when we go outside, let's put on some clothes. And y'all owe Monique an apology. Every last one of y'all who got mad owe her an apology. Because y'all already, and owe Zay an apology. And whoever else you attacked. Because you might have been, what's that guy's name?
I don't even, I guess for me, and it's just, you be on your thing, and you always want to be yelling at somebody. But I just say to each his own. Because the only reason why I think about it, some of the stuff, because you were saying you are your brand, right? There's a very famous YouTuber. That's part of her brand, is that damn bonnet. She has made a lot of money. She created her own bonnet, her own personal bonnet. So it's, and that's
is she
her.
walking down the street with the bonnet, or is she just doing her video with the bonnet? Because see, that's a difference. What we do on this platform.
Really, yeah, you're right. But she does a lot of videos with it on, but that's she had a baby. And she be at home with the baby and stuff and be doing that. But she does a lot of modeling stuff too. I know all this, regularly. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of times I think some of the arguments I've been hearing is if you in the process of getting our hair done and it ain't all the way done yet or something, or even if it's done and we don't, like a lot of the ones that we're talking about, the ones that were on the plane, because that's where she's seen them. Mm-hmm. She saw, she was down south and she saw a whole bunch of them. Yeah. But a lot of them is like, I got my hair done and I want my hair messed up. I got to put the bonnet on because when I get on the plane, I sleep immediately when I get on the plane.
And I answer that one. Put it on when you get ready to sleep. That you don't have to walk down in the airport with the bonnet. It really takes a half a second to put the dang bonnet on. You go like this.
Yeah, and you don't.
And you're done. It really don't take. Oh, I need to go in the bathroom. I need to check it out.
Put it in the purse and pull it out.
Exactly. I'm not saying, because I understand when you get there, you don't really want to mess up your wig or your hair, your weave or whatever. So put the bonnet on while you sleeping on the plane. Mm-hmm. When you wake up, getting ready to get off,
take it off.
Put it in the purse and call it a day. But people who are doing that as even as their brand of bonnets, that's their brand. And so they're wearing their bonnet, that's their brand. Yeah. So you know them as that. So when that person comes out and because they're famous on YouTube or whatever, like Tammy Rowland, she's the Bonnet Chronicles. So if she comes and do Bonnet Chronicles, she better have a dang bonnet on her head because she's doing Bonnet Chronicles. Yes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Lydia ain't doing Bonnet Chronicles, so what I'm coming out with a bonnet for? Yeah. Now, she said everybody take out your bonnets and put it on your head in her show. Then we take out our bonnet, put our head in our show. But when we leave the show, we taking the bonnet off. Right. I mean, we can make excuses for it all, but literally, get dressed. That's what it is. Get dressed, do your hair. You don't want to do your hair, put a wig on. Or do a scarf. Wrap a cute little scarf. People do all kinds of tricks with those scarves. I don't know how. So that's why I wear a wig, because I try to do scarfing. Lydia needs help with scarfing. Just saying. Lydia needs help with scarfing. I'm just saying, that's what I need help with. I just can't tell you enough.
Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of people do... it's amazing how many people do need help with that, because I have a lot of people who come to me because of course, I don't have this hair like this because of this, Joanne, but most of the time when I'm a other person, I'm always having a scarf on my head. And people, I have heard someone, oh, can you please show me a tight scarf? I need to put this on my head. And I'm like, it don't seem hard to me, but I like,
she knows how to do it though, and it's really good.
Yeah, just quick.
Just
and you can do that. There are,
Fire said, I grew up with the same rules. We had to get out of our school clothes soon as we got home. Amen. We were not allowed to leave in pajamas, house slippers, anything that meant to be worn in private. And I'm going to say she said it best. In private. She said it best. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I wanted to come out in my lingerie, y'all have a problem. Big girl out here with her body parts out there.
No,
then there's a problem.
It's okay.
No, I can do it. I can do it. I can wear my lingerie. Right. Better ask somebody.
It's all right. It's all right.
And And if I say again, scarves and big earrings works very well. See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Get your hair scarfed up, big earrings, look like you done did something.
I'll be like,
yeah, and if you can wear a bonnet, you can wear the scarf. I mean,
yes.
I just don't get it.
The scarf than the bonnet myself.
I don't like the bonnets, and I try to go to sleep in the bonnets. I really do. I can't.
And with my kids, we buy so many of them. And like literally 5 seconds after I put it on the head, it's off. So
it is, and I can't sleep with it on. It's gone, and I can't find it. And then I get mad when people steal my bonnets, even though I'm not wearing it. I mean, it's a big thing. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You guys got to understand that this is your brand, and you're getting mad because Monique said it, and I said, I'm telling you, she said it in a nice, loving way. Yeah. She didn't say it rude. She wasn't trying to attack nobody. She was just saying, you guys call me auntie. She appreciates it, and that's what aunties would do. That's what I do. I correct the kid.
And she was speaking to the ones who considered her auntie, and respected her as such, and would take that. And I think what was traumatizing for her was she said it was because she went somewhere down south. And when she went down, because she didn't say it for, but she just saw so many all at one time. She went to the airport. It was just like everywhere, and it was like.
And then she said she went out and about too, and they still had pajamas and bonnets on. So it wasn't just there.
Right.
And like I said, and of course the old school people are always agreeing that this is ridiculous. It's a new young age. I want to be on everybody's side that has these confusions, and I'm just saying no, because again. I'm just saying for me, and I'm not trying to bring race in it, but I'm going to bring race in it. We already have enough negativity towards us, period, as black women and black men. We have enough negativity towards us anyway. Now we're trying to raise us and grow us all up into knowing we could be entrepreneurs, own our own business, be our own million and billionaires ourselves. And you have all these people that giving you knowledge and stuff. Now I've seen today the guy Fubu, I can't even think of his name, Damon something, D something, is even helping do a class so you can become the greatest entrepreneur and learn these things. And I don't think in their mind ever, as they're in suits and stuff, I don't think in their mind they ever said, please don't go out in pajamas and a bonnet. Like, please be dressed for vacation.
You just said what you said. And I heard someone say that in the opposite, though. They felt that, because you said that, you're saying, like, you know, being, that they're teaching us this and that. They're saying that we deal with enough negativity that they felt that she was adding, like pointing something else negative out about us because we already, as a people, are.
And that's where I said where black people want to always be sensitive about something. When somebody corrects you on a behavior that you are, it's not a negative. It's just saying, baby, put on some clothes. Get dressed for the day. My daughter to this day can't understand why I say when we wake up, we get dressed. Every morning, I get up and get dressed. If I don't go nowhere out the house, I'm not even like my sister Joanne. She leaves the house every damn day. I don't, but I'm dressed. I might not have makeup on, but I'm dressed, hair done, every morning. When I come up the stairs, I'm dressed, fully dressed. So I'm not understanding what the problem is. That's because that is part of your self-care and your self-love and all that. Everything is not a negative. And I'm going to tell you this. I'd rather Monique tell you than a white person coming to tell you the same thing that you should already know. And then I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm just saying, if we can't tap each other on the shoulders and say, baby, you doing wrong, then we don't need to be the village anymore. Then we need to stop talking about that it takes a village.
You need to take that and put it over here.
So I got to use this. See how she told me? Let me go, how dare you say that? Why I can't be ashy at my own clip? So this is the butter. This is the butter that my baby Alice had made. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I call it melt away.
Yes.
You put it in your hand like that. It's sitting on your hand, melted, and it's cool. So in this heat weather, it's good. So cool. So then you rub it. See it turns into oil? Beautiful. And you just look at all that. It just go all over you. Okay, see? And she was able to help too. Look at that. And look at that. See? So me and my ash can go away.
And this, I would take this whole. I need the whole thing.
Yeah, so
I'll
and
be
it's just that's what it is, and that's why I like it because it turns back into oil. So the other ones are extra hard. It takes a while to get through.
Yeah,
Sorry. Lazy, lazy, lazy. Yes. And hold on, glasses need to go back on. And maybe they have no inspiration. I believe that.
You may be right. But that goes along with, and I know that Lydia didn't really care because she felt, because in her situation, everybody's situation is different. There's been times that I have been so depressed I can't move. Like I wouldn't even want to put a bonnet on because I can't move. I ain't going there. I'm just not. I'm immobile. And she was saying that even in her most depressed state, she wouldn't have done that. But sometimes people are that bad in the mental state.
Okay, but you're not going to tell me it's all the same people that are in that mental state.
Well, no, I'm not saying
and my
that.
thing is, too, is like I said, because I was raised a certain way, even with depression, I wouldn't have went outside in pajamas. Like you said, I was so depressed, I don't want to go nowhere. I wouldn't even want to put on a bonnet. I wouldn't go anywhere. But even when you is at the saddest, your pain is aching all over your body, you still put that dang headscarf on your head.
If I gotta go somewhere, yes, I would.
Exactly. So why are we putting on a bonnet?
Yeah,
Why? I never seen you out in your pajamas.
I told you it was gonna be a birthday suit.
You see?
Did you ever see that no day?
I'm gonna be in my
You ain't gonna see me in no pajamas.
I said nice. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. So I'm just saying, you got to understand that. And like I said, we are talking about business and how to make sure your business grows and be successful.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, nobody should ever have to tell you, you're gonna be an entrepreneur. Please wear clothes.
Well, one thing that
Don't wear a bonnet, darling, and don't put on pajamas. Nobody should have that conversation with you.
And one thing too, because you are talking about business and stuff, and I will say this is one thing. Ciroc said, Mom always said, was when you look better, you feel better.
Yes.
And so, you know, that is the one thing. Is sometimes you, even if no matter how bad, you have to press your way. I would say press your way. Because you never know what is out there for you. And if you're out there looking at a hot mess, I mean, there could be so many missed opportunities because of that. You know what I'm saying? We do have to really carry ourselves in a certain way. It's not
and
that
then
I'm
don't
not
get mad if somebody prejudges you on the way you dress, because that's what you wanted them to look at you as. Because if I come to you, I'm trying to wear some nice clothes. Now again, it's harder because my clothes cost more money because it costs more material.
To make
but my thing is, if you want people to prejudge, you don't want people to prejudge you. Like there's some things you can't stop. Oh, you being black, you being prejudged because you're black. That's something you can't stop. You're black. You were born black. That's what it is. But you talking about I got sleep on my eyes. I got a bonnet on. I got my pajamas on and slippers on, and they got the nerves to prejudge me because this is where I'm dressing. I should be able to dress however I want. But let me see you get that corporate job or that big account for your business in that pajamas and bonnet. Because you never know who you run into. I used to tell it to my kids when they were doing performances. You never know who knows you. Because a lot of people going to know you that you don't know. Because you see so many people that you ain't going to remember what they look like. But they going to remember what you look like. And you are your brand. And you got to stay focused that you are your brand. That's so true. You do feel according to how you dress. Exactly. I know when my makeup is on point and I got that cute little outfit on, you can't tell me nothing.
That's why she always be acting a fool, because she always be dressing all nice all the time. So
and I'm going to tell you about Fire too. Because I'm going to tell you that.
Because she be
feeling herself. But she inspired me when I didn't, because I be always, me and my other sis be always trying to have this deal. So funny because she called me yesterday and said, I'm going to start wearing makeup every day like we used to do.
Oh gosh.
We had this deal that we were going to wear makeup every day. And if we didn't wear makeup, we had to pay each other something, blah, 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 do something. I don't know. We had to buy each other something or make each other something. I don't know. But because me and Fire would Marco Polo each other, and she was always looking like a model, and I was like, I'm scaring myself on this Marco. I was like, I just can't take this no more. I can't be just looking like this. and Fire looking extra good on Marco Polo, so I'm gonna have to look good on Marco Polo too. So we're gonna have to look good together. We just cannot not look good together. So I have to say, watching somebody like that, like, snap me back into reality to make sure that I look presentable, because it doesn't matter of anything. You want to look presentable for yourself before you do. I want to look presentable for you guys. I want to look good for me before I ever look good for you guys. But sometimes we do lose our way.
Yes, I lose my way every day.
And as to that, Monique said it in a loving way. Where Fire didn't say it in a loving way or a mean way. She never said anything at all. She just let me look like a monster every time it was on Marco Polo. But after a while, I was looking at Marco Polo, looking at myself like, okay, she looking like she going to glamour shots, and I'm looking like I'm doing Scary Movie. So either Lydia, you get it together.
You get an award.
Regardless, we know who's gonna win. Who's gonna win? We both was gonna win in this award, but I was just like, I have to pick up my game. That's all I'm trying to say. And y'all mad at Monique for doing hers, and I don't understand. Right? Tell me how that's working now for you when you are trying to be professional. Exactly. And she said, y'all too funny. Yeah, exactly. There's no way in the world you can be professional in pajamas and a bonnet. There's no way. And as I'm saying, and when somebody gives you a criticism in a loving, nice way, she wasn't being harmful at all. Take it instead of finding some way to get back. And that's what we do all the time, especially as a culture. If somebody tells you something, we always got to find somebody. Well, I even hate when people go, I can go, oh, this is such a, well, so-and-so likes it. Okay. I'm not arguing with so-and-so. I'm telling you what I feel is best for you. Now, if you want to listen to so-and-so over me, that's fine. But you can't say I never told you. I just wanted you to know that I feel that y'all's asses should not be in pajamas and a bonnet. Don't tell me what so-and-so tell me. You know, it's like I'm giving you a nice thing. And like I said, I'm still applauding her for the way she said it. And I think you guys owe an apology because you guys snapped back. And then you started making up bull crap talking about we got enough people down in our race. She just telling you to do better in your race.
She's trying to better you, actually.
And how do you get mad about somebody better in your race?
Well, and I think I think this is to think about it is, I think the more that I grow and the older that I get, and we talk about our parents back in the day and grandparents back in the day and how they did a certain thing, I think a lot of those things and qualities are lost along the way. And so they're not being taught. It's just like when I would sit there and realize people don't cook, like really cook good food anymore. They don't. And it took a really long, hard, like I didn't believe it. I was like, no. And then I looked, I was like, what really got me was I went to the store. And I was grocery shopping, and then I looked and there was this older woman in front of me. And I'm thinking, you know, she older like a grandma would be for me. And I'm thinking, okay, she gonna cook. I looked down and there was nothing but TV dinners and like energy drink type things. And I was like, this is horrible. Like, this is really bad. And so it made, and I realized too where I live right now, it's in a building, and there was when we first moved there, there was a few people that I knew. I used to go to church with them, but it was crazy because like they literally would knock on our door for like a plate of food because they could smell the food cooking, and they know a lot of people don't cook like that
because
and I was sitting there thinking
because we are jumping into this time of the world, and you guys got to understand that a lot of stuff is aimed to kill us.
Our people. Yes.
It really is. And I'm not saying everybody wants to kill us, but a majority of people want to do that. And you got to understand, when our parents used to cook, hold on, before I go any further. Fire said, I'm not judgmental, you're beautiful with and without. Thank you, sweetie, but you know I used to scare you.
She used to scare me.
You see?
I'm Marco Polo.
Yes. I said, when I would look back, I'd be like, why am I looking like that? No. But it was funny because I'm on the God fast. our sister said, she came over with her 80 kids and said, it's just funny to me that you do everything from scratch. And I was like, you know what's really funny to me? That it's funny to you that I do everything from scratch. And she's like, why you say that? I said, because our great-grandparents cooked everything from scratch. So everything, they didn't have Jiffy cornbread mix. Right. And I'm telling you, right now, Lydia missed Jiffy cornbread. They didn't have that. Yep. They made bread. They went out there and squeezed the milk from the poor cows, and they did this, and then they lived longer. And you really didn't see
their body was under a lot more stress.
Yeah, and you didn't see a lot of people overweight. Right. From just eating home cooked meals and natural. And I've been saying it for years and then do it. And now that I'm doing it now, it's like, oh my goodness, I feel a lot better. I'm going through some pain just because I'm older and my body is, big, so it puts a lot of weight on stuff to make it that way. But I can just tell you that everything has just like moved slowly, differently in my body. Like I can tell my body is actually enjoying fresh food, and the fresh stuff and stuff like that. And the only thing is, I get lazy and then I don't cook and then I get headaches.
Yeah, because you can't sit there and not.
You have to,
because you have health condition too that you need to eat.
Yeah,
you can't do that to yourself.
And yesterday was not a good day for me at all.
To meal prep.
And I was in that mood yesterday, but then I found out too, you guys. Not only was I going through something because I wasn't eating and I was having some issues that my auntie came to visit me, y'all. And I was like, I did not invite her. She didn't call and say, hey girl, I'm coming. She just came on her own. And I was like, who told you to come? And I know you guys are like, that's rude. You just told us to be nice to Monique and stuff like that.
It wasn't that auntie, though.
But now this auntie pissed me off. Oh, and I'm so mad at her. You don't understand, being nice right now is really hard because that auntie is here. Yeah. And she will not leave. And I was like,
not for a few days.
Oh gosh, she gotta leave.
Yeah,
I need her to leave like tonight.
It doesn't happen.
Oh my goodness.
No.
I'm just like, Auntie Flo is here and it is not right. And Auntie Flo is pissing me off. Yeah. But I still have to tell you guys about business. So I just wanted you guys to know, for real, on business and on everything that we talked about. So I'm going to just do a run through on everything because I really want it to be stuck in your head. Do not be jealous if somebody is doing the same thing that you're doing. Even if they took the idea from you. Yes. They're going to do it their way, you do it your way. If you end up looking at theirs and you feel like they're doing it better than you, then you need to check yourself and say, why didn't I double check and look at myself and how can I better my product and my business? But don't get mad because they outdid you on your product and business because their vision was more broader. Sometimes you have to understand that sometimes we don't know what we want to do. Yeah. And then we look at somebody and go, ooh, I can do that. And I can have fun doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because as I started YouTube, I never heard of mukbang. And normally we eat, but again, I told you, food locked up. But I never, for real, never heard of mukbang. Eating while you on the camera, it was baffling to me. And people was enjoying it, ASMR. And my daughter was like, you got to do mukbang, you got to do ASMR because the way you eat, it just needs to be there. And I was like, okay. But people like it. Yeah. And I did it. Does that mean they should be mad at me because I did the mukbang and the ASMR? I only did one ASMR. You only did one. I know my daughter keeps telling me I need to do one. Okay. So my sister's telling me now too. I don't like Alize and Joanne. When they get together, they get on my nerves. But does that mean I took away from anybody else? No. And what I love about YouTube is they encourage one another. You having a beautiful relationship on YouTube. For me. Now, I don't know what your experience is, but from my experience, I love the people that are on YouTube. They are so encouraging. And I can go, oh, I want to learn how to do such and such. And they will break things down and they tell you stuff. And I remember this one guy was like, I got this tool set so I can send my resin And I don't know how to put it together. He purposely did a video about something and said, oh yeah, I have a person that wanted to know how to do this. You do this and this, and explained it all. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. So when you get groups like that, you want to stay with them and understand, and they have the same business mind, and they will encourage you, and they're telling you how hard they've had it through and stuff like that. But again, everybody's going to start charging because when they give free advice, nobody listens. And I've realized that with my new YouTube family that they like, I'll help if you want some help, you know, and I'll give you bare minimum. But if we don't see that you're doing anything with it, we just gonna let it go. And I'm like, I don't blame you. You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm gonna do it. If I ask you a question and you answer it, and it's something I can do, best believe I'm gonna do it. Business is that way. You have to be able to open your mouth and express what you need and feel, and you have to listen, and you have to be able to take criticism. So remember that. Don't get jealous if somebody takes your idea. Don't get mad if somebody does something similar to you. Encourage them to do their best, and you figure out, what can I do to make mine better? Because I've seen that she's gonna tie mine with because like I said, she started the candle bouquet. And then over here, I started a floral candle bouquet or whatever. And then Alize started hers.
It's floral candle and treats.
A floral candle and treats. So it's not a real business.
I know.
It's just not really a real business. Like, you mad at me, and it's not a real business. Lord. Trying to give you an example, she's yelling at me. So I wanted you guys to make sure that's in there, because anytime you're with business partners, doing it on your own, anything like that, that is important. The second thing that you need to learn is branding. And it's so important to have your brand. And with your branding, and I haven't done it yet, and I've been talking to you 3 weeks, and the only reason I haven't is because I had to wait till I get some money to do it. Because I'm on this platform don't mean I got no money.
She do. She got all the money.
It's all tied up. I said tied up.
I gotta try to get some from her.
So you need to carry your products. So she's talking about, like, she does teas and how I got the little bags for all of us. We need to carry our product with us. And me and her both got 20 million products. So we got to really figure out how to carry this 20 million products that don't do it. But when you have, shut up, liar. When you have Avon and Mary Kay, they always have their bag full of their products to be able to sell. You want to be able to do the same because you're your brand, you're your walking brand. So when she was saying the girl on YouTube has a business of her bonnet, she might wear her bonnet because that's her advertisement, her free advertisement. But you know her by that.
Yes.
So it's totally different than I just don't want to put on the clothes and right, everything was from scratch, from jelly to cha-cha to biscuit, beans, cakes, and pies. Ooh, that sounds good. Can you tell me what cha-cha is? What's cha-cha? You know cha-cha?
No, because I know kimchi and all the other ones. I don't know what cha-cha was.
Kimchi.
It's probably cha-cha's and probably some cabbage type of thing.
I don't know, because this sounds good. It says from
right now, if you're
jelly,
hungry, anything sounds good.
Jelly to cha-cha.
Lydia.
To biscuit, beans, cakes, and pie. Well, I was watching this one lady. It is. This one lady yesterday I was watching, she made some hot water cornbread with cheese and bacon in it. You know I can't have cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can make hot water cornbread.
You can?
Yes.
Do it. Is it hot water, that's it?
No, she put a lot of stuff in it.
Oh.
Not a lot, you know.
But can you do it?
Yeah.
Do you have the products? Can you eat the
I got
products?
cornmeal and I got hot water. I don't think I got baking soda.
And butter maybe and...
She didn't put no butter in it. She put some bacon and some cheese in it.
Yeah, but you can't have that. But you just want the gist.
That's probably what it is.
Quit saying bacon and cheese.
Because that's
just
what
say
I want.
hot water cornbread.
Just like hot water cornbread.
And then you can slather that butter on or something.
But hot water cornbread is really good.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. You are. But so I just wanted you guys to know that. I appreciate you guys watching. Did I come remember? Oh, the last one.
Oh, I wanted to say because the first one you said.
Yeah.
Because we said it the best way to me. I say is be uniquely you.
There you go.
That's what I want.
Be uniquely you. you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can
And
do
like she said, nobody else can be you. You can be you and be uniquely you and love yourself.
it. And be the best version of you.
Yes.
At all times, try to be the best version of you. And again, you are not in competition with nobody except yourself. So I don't care who's all around you. That is not your competition. Your competition is yourself. And you need to actually look sometimes at your product, at your business, if you're doing, if you're speaking, if you're doing any of those other things that might not be tangible. Are you doing the best of that? Like, would you watch it? If it wasn't you and it was so-and-so, would you watch it? If it wasn't your brand, if it wasn't these glasses that you created, would you buy them? Is this a decoration that you would buy? Those are the things that you need to constantly think about. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. Because right now, you are the best you.
Yeah.
And so you should be the one to bestly judge you. And if you have some good family support and stuff like that, you can use your family and go, would you buy these glasses? Would you buy these? And you be like, yeah, but I'll probably only pay $1. That's what I paid. But anyway.
I can't do it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So you think about those things. So I hope you guys have been checking out our commercials.
Yes.
We have a new one coming out today.
Ooh.
And then we should have another one coming out Friday. I'm making Ciroc actually make more commercials. And what I'm doing is helping build up his repertoire, his portfolio.
Yes.
So we're going to be building him a portfolio.
Yes.
So this will be...
My baby getting bigger.
Yeah.
Y'all be having to get out in the world soon, y'all.
Yeah, and his auntie says she might not pimp slap him anymore. But, you know, we'll see how that works out. So, Chow Chow is known as a relish made with green tomatoes, cabbage, onions, and
Yeah, I
peppers.
said, didn't I say cabbage was in?
Ooh. Okay, fine. I need some Chow Chow.
Or just say the recipe.
I want her to make it so I can taste it.
Yeah,
Because when I taste it first, then I could go what I would want to do and how I would make it. Because again, I don't follow directions. So I won't know what the original Chow Chow make if I make it first. Yes, our sister. She's supposed to be dropping off her kids, but I don't know why she calling me, but you know.
She's be dropping them off?
Yeah, I always is watching the other two.
Oh, I got it. Okay, y'all, let's go. All right, love you guys so much.
I don't know why she don't want to watch me. This is what my family has to stick together. Joe
we love you.
And family has to stick
Pay
together.
attention to our YouTube channel. And
see,
watch
my
our
older
show.
sister is really hard because
And,
she bullies me in every way.
Yeah, so make sure you watch our channel.
Hold on.
Because...
No, she ha-ha. That means she laughed at me. I don't think I'm getting that cha-cha.
I don't think you get that. I don't think you get that.
I like the cha-cha.
The cha-cha number Gigi.
I'm not talking to my sister anymore. I just realized I don't like my sister anymore. I'm just not going to be talking to her. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you because I forgot.
What?
Okay, so the reason I be telling Derek, I call him Derek, my husband, is what he said. This is what Derek said. He said, because I want him to propose to me. And I said, no, I don't.
Oh.
He said, yes, you do.
Oh, he's trying to say I'm not.
Yeah, he said, yes, you do. And I said, no, I don't. He said, you always say that, you know, deep down inside might crave something that the outer part don't even know that they want.
Oh.
That's what he said.
I think there's reverse psychology going on.
Yeah, and I said, well, I'll tell you this. You propose, I'm saying no.
Oh.
So don't get your feelings hurt.
But then you're saying husband all the time.
Because I don't have nothing else to do.
Oh.
What it is, I'm going to tell you the truth. And this is why. And I had to tell, she said, bye. I just said, I'm not feeling love.
Yeah, it's just not feeling love.
Oh, my cha-cha. I love that name, cha-cha.
Yeah.
Anyway, So what it is, and this is what I told him. I said, I've been around all these married people, and they're saying husband, wife, all the time. That now just became one of my lingos.
Yeah, because he's the one in your life.
And they even call him, like, you guys be like, your husband. And I don't know why family does it, because it really irritates me.
Oh, but, gosh, yes. That's such an irritating thing.
Yes, it is. It just bothers me always.
No!
I'm gonna have to talk to my brother. Leroy, I'm calling you up.
Try to call, honey. It's go.
But Leroy knows to call his sister.
Yeah,
So there.
And why was he calling you, not me?
Whatever. She said, I never made it. I grew up eating it only. My parents made it. Silly ladies.
Oh.
I think she's still trying to.
I think she's trying to get out of making it. Cha-cha. Use that excuse.
Girl, I never made the cha-cha, but you know what the cha-cha tastes like in the city, so you know how to duplicate it. Because you a good
That's
cook.
okay, because I already know Lydia. As soon as we get off of here, she's going to go research how to make it. PSA for y'all.
Anyway.
It ain't no Monique PSA. The Lydia PSA on some cha-cha.
I think I should just start doing some PSA.
No, please don't. Please, no. Please don't.
Lydia,
please don't. No. People need love. They need love in their life. They need to feel good about themselves. No.
Because right now, Aunt Flo's kicking my butt, so I feel okay. And it's all.
You don't want no PSA from Lydia.
Do you got any pain pills?
I might.
I have to see. This one is hurting.
I have to see.
Oh, I hate Aunt Flo. I hate her.
She's crying. I thought her the feeling.
You know, what I think is rude is you should not come to somebody's house without being
unannounced
invited.
too.
Unannounced and uninvited, and then you come at the weirdest time at night and
but
stuff.
That's what aunts do.
I can't. Oh, this aunt right here. This aunt. My last. Just gonna come anytime.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, what are you here for?
I gave Alizé a hug and said, Auntie gonna stay with you and your mom tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like this auntie. She said, I will never forget that. And then she said, Leroy, where you at? Girl, I think Joanne be trying to kill my brother-in-law. I think
Leroy
she
gone.
be
You
trying
don't
to
think
kill
he
Mom.
gone, baby. He gone. Leroy gone. I'm finna party. Hey. He can call her if he wants to, but he gone. He ain't at the house now.
I'm just calling Leroy's mom and dad because,
Leroy gone. He finna kick
you know what?
You ain't coming over
Did
here.
y'all hear that? Did you hear that? Everybody, you got to tell me you heard her.
What'd I say?
Did you hear her? Did you hear JoJo?
Instead of saying Leroy?
Yes! You did not call her. She finally said his name right after 13 years.
Where's he go?
And it only took 13 years. 13 years for her to call him by his real name. What woman changes her man's name? His name is Leroy. No, it's not. It's Leroy. That's why you said
I said Leroy because you said Leroy, and then tomorrow Fire on here said
Leroy because we've been saying Leroy.
You spelled it Leroy, but it's Leroy.
No, it's not.
LaCroix. Leroy.
No.
LaCroix. Leroy.
No. I'm telling you right now. What woman gets married to a man and changes the name? Even his mama be like, why she call? I said, I don't know. My sister done got bougie.
Hey, look,
Ever since about 6 to 8 years ago, my sister got bougie, y'all. She used to be good. She used to be good.
How am I bougie? She the one with all the money. Please.
She can't even say Louis Vuitton.
That's right.
That's the name of the brand is Louis Vuitton. And have you guys seen her wear the Louis Vuitton? Nope.
Because it is.
I don't have money
like Lydia to be replacing stuff all the time.
When you got a Louis, you can get it replaced because you got insurance on it.
Whatever. Ain't nobody balling like Lydia, but see, she can talk about people like that. And she want to sit there and come on here and tell us not to talk about people.
She said you can create him again, Leroy. Oh, she said Leroy. No, it's Leroy. Don't be on JoJo's side. It is Leroy. His mama named him Leroy. Daddy, matter of fact.
Oh, no, I'm his mama.
Oh. Okay, well, the end of that. Oh, sorry.
That's why
We gotta go.
Leroy. That's why I go.
You know when you put that one finger up, you gotta go? Because, when his mama come over here and be like, hey, I don't want to be involved.
She don't watch this.
Oh, they do. And they talk about how silly you are.
No.
And when she see this one, it's old and popping.
Whatever.
You know, we be going skating once a month. And this conversation gonna come up and
How you skating?
Huh?
How you skating?
I put the skates on. Well, I don't.
I know you probably holding the side thing because there's no way. I know I wouldn't be doing. That's why I don't skate with y'all. I know my limitations.
I think I be holding on the side real tight. But I had the most fun holding on tight. Then I get bold. Wait. Then I get bold and I grab Leroy and Derek. Leroy and Derek, and I'm like this. Hey.
Well, that's
so when me and Derek broke up. Leroy was having a hard time. That's like why he was always coming in with breath.
He was all walking and limping. And I was like, what was doing?
Derek, he needed Derek.
That's why he left. That's why he left. Because he was hobbling when he left. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I know.
But that's not my problem anymore.
He been gone for good.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. Why did I think you were talking about the GNC cartoon? That was the funniest story in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
No. Leroy's JoJo's husband.
My husband.
And she done changed his name while his... Okay, let me tell you how bad his name is Leroy. Because I know you don't know this. But his dad's name is Leroy.
Yes.
And...
Leroy.
Leroy is number 2.
And Leroy.
No, Leroy is number 2.
Leroy the second.
Leroy.
Leroy the second.
No, because his dad's name is Leroy.
It says Leroy the second. Yeah.
No, his dad's name is Leroy. You can't change his mama's husband's name.
Leroy.
That's why
the
they
first one.
don't like it.
That's the second.
That's why they can't
Leroy
stand
the
you in that
second.
family. Do you know you don't never go to the family reunion they have?
So why would I do that? I don't know, drama. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, because they get tired of you renaming people.
Oh, like I'm gonna rename the whole family. Come on.
You just rename my daddy.
I didn't say. I said how it's spelled. Leroy.
Leroy.
Look now.
You take a Louis Vuitton.
Well, like I said, I'm not wearing that because I don't have money like you to just be buying another one and not damage it.
She said I was in love with him, girl.
That was a cartoon.
I created this cartoon. You know how Facebook got the little cartoon, y'all? I created this cute one. He was cute though. It was a cute cartoon. She said she was in love. Yes, boo boo.
They're too excited that they not even left. They all texted me and stuff. Oh my gosh, the children.
Oh Lord.
They try to get back in the cupcake boxes.
They try to get rid of my Leroy. Me and Leroy. That's why Leroy be back. I bet you he'd be back probably before I guarantee he'd be back before next Friday.
When's my birthday?
June 15th.
No, I know that. I'm trying to what day.
Oh.
Okay, I know my birthday. I'm trying to say like, oh my God.
I just didn't know you knew. You asked.
I'm trying to say, you talking about before then or before?
Leroy is his real name. Leroy is the name. She changed it. Like, you know the bag Louis Vuitton? She calls it Louis Vuitton. Now, it goes LV all over the bag, but she got a P going in there. Joanne is just a snob and does not know.
How am I a snob? Like I said, you're the one with all the money, not me. So I cannot be snobby. You can because you have all the money. I just don't realize the value of the things that I have. And I don't want to ruin the nice things when I finally get something nice. I don't want to ruin it. Because you know I ruin things.
Well, then I'll just take it.
You can take it, nothing.
Well, then use it.
It's mine.
Apparently not, because you don't want to use it.
It doesn't mean it's not mine because I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it because I don't want to destroy it.
You want to destroy it, just put it on your arm. And like
Put
I
it
said,
on your arm.
It's a purse. Put it on your arm.
Yeah.
It's a purse. It's meant to be used.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's just go home. Give me back my coat that you have. That
For you to what? Just keep it on the side. I use my stuff.
You know what? I have no time for this game.
No, I don't got time for you either, sis.
Anyway, you guys, so look.
Yes, Louis Vuitton. And it's supposed to be Vuitton, but she can't pronounce nothing right. I'm surprised she said Coach.
I don't even know how you guys even have this conversation about me in my language, because I can surely get on both of you guys about language, since both of you have your own dictionaries. So I don't even hear it.
But we're making money off of our dictionary. What is your excuse?
I have to get money off of you. I have to come borrow money from you because I don't have. I'm trying to get to where you're
decided
at,
to make her own dictionary. She got her version, and I got mine.
Exactly. And you was forcing me. I was having to write the things down because I couldn't even keep up. So I don't know how you're talking about me and how I'm talking about.
I think he's Morty can make him a dictionary. I knew I could.
And I haven't even changed the spelling of his name or anything. I'm saying what I see. And it's Leroy.
But if his mother and his dad...
That's just the difference about dialects and how people speak.
It's not a potato type of thing.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't
Leroy. It's the same thing. He's the same person. He look in the mirror, it's the same person.
I can't.
Same person. The same person they looking at, same person I'm looking at.
So if I call him...
He Leroy to you, he's Leroy to me.
Because Leroy's his name. That's why I'm...
No, and that's his name. Now when you spell it, it's a matter of how...
And it's so funny because you do that with all the kids in the family too. You just rename people like it's normal.
I don't rename people.
You do, Joe, you do.
Now here we go, talent.
I'm just saying, you've been with the man 13, almost 14 years. And I just tell you right now, it'd be nice if you just call them by their names.
I don't know how you come up with all these fallacies all of a sudden. I don't know why it's sudden we just kind of start talking about money.
I'm just saying what you're doing. I'm just like,
I see a whole bunch of darkness and fists and stuff.
I know I can't say shit correct.
See? Thank you.
I'm alright, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm alright, girl.
I'm just
girl, you are just speaking your own dictionary language that's gonna make you millions. Why, Joe Ann over here is.
I don't know why. So what is wrong with me and saying, well, that's my man? He responds to me saying it.
But it gets on his nerves.
How do you know it gets on his nerves?
Because me and him talk, we're like this. That's
why
the best brother I ever had.
Well, he gone.
Sorry, Hennessy. Halfway, I can't never find Hennessy.
Oh, yeah. Hennessy comes when he needs something.
Oh, Hennessy got some issues.
He comes around when he needs something.
Yeah.
It's okay. We love her. We love you all, no matter what, you guys. We just trying to make that green dollar.
She's a rename it, claim it kind of girl. Yes.
And she just trying to make that green dollar bill. I don't mind her. She doing what she
So Joanne, tell them when our video is coming out for the song.
I don't know when our video's coming out. We finna get busy though on making it. Now what we had to do, because you know we made so many hits, you guys.
I really we should do all night chicken and chicken wings first, because everybody keeps singing it.
Who's singing the chicken wings all the time?
You and Alize sing it all the time. It made me started singing it.
I like Sex is Medicine though. Either way, you know, it don't matter to me, because those two are cuts.
Mine is Ride or Die.
Yeah, man. It's just because you're... Yeah, you're violent. She's so violent. That's what I'm saying. We need to talk about love and everything, and she want to be hurting people.
She my Ride or Die.
So, you know, yeah. We'll get to that one, too.
Okay.
Okay. I can't.
What?
And then them shots gonna fly.
Pow, 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 pow. And then fly.
I can't do it. Something's wrong with her. They're letting me know that.
I love it.
You never did that line. I forgot you didn't do that line. That's hilarious. Same part. Wait, what? It was all part. I thought.
No, because you said that part by yourself, and I said pow, 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 pow by myself.
When I say, and then them shots go fly.
You know, I go pow, 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 pow. And then we go, and then the body line.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day, please.
Yes.
It is beautiful. Enjoy the rest of the day.
And we're going to try to get one of these videos out.
Man.
Tomorrow's going to rain?
Yes. So we got rain tomorrow. We got rain. It's, they're going to be like kind of nice days with rain. So, but you know, like I said, then there's more produce growing. Y'all better plant them gardens.
Yeah, Daddy planted our garden that I got. I got a whole lot of food.
Yes. Woo, I'm excited about that, you guys.
Yes.
Y'all do that. Get out there, plant your garden. If you got somewhere to do that. Let Mother Nature do what she got to do for you, because we got the sun and the rain, and it's feeding them, and it's going to be nice gardens, y'all. So. Yeah, do y'all thistle, you know, because these storage prices is getting crazy and all kind of stuff. So you guys need to make your own, grow your own stuff.
Yes, and don't forget the business plans. We're doing it. Get them together. Let's work it. Before we go,
what's she saying?
I am so looking forward to hearing them. Yes, and we're gonna be making our videos really soon, and I am so excited when they're making us do our first song first, and then. The next one got to be Ride or Die.
I guess.
Well, you guys got to pick all night. I'm going to do Ride or Die.
That's fine with me. I don't care. I'm here. I'm just here. I'm here to do what I need to do.
Okay.
But y'all stay tuned to everything we're doing on all our platforms. Pay attention, because you never know. And we still got to do even though you guys pay attention to all the commercials and things like that Ciroc is doing. But you guys, we had that scavenger hunt that you give you guys an opportunity to have made you a commercial for y'all too. So y'all check our commercials out, and then we're going to get busy again putting that out there for y'all so we can do one for y'all. All y'all got to do is follow the instructions. So y'all got to pay attention, because see, that's somebody giving you free advertising. We doing all the work for you. So pay attention. Make sure you be hitting the like, subscribe to us, tell other people about it, and share. Let everybody know about the Talk It Out Show, because we are here for you, and we're here to talk it out as well. What she say?
Oh, that's funny.
What she say?
She said, then you will do them on the last Sunday music comedy showcase. Lydia doesn't perform.
She does have jokes, doesn't she?
She does. Yeah, Lydia does not perform. Hold on. Look.
Okay.
Hold on. That's how I
doesn't
perform.
Oh, wow.
Professionally yet. She has to talk to her agent.
Yeah.
Gotta get an agent. I gotta think of a good name.
Joanne? No.
No,
all right.
Moscato. Moscato's gonna be my agent.
Why the Moscato gonna be your agent?
Yeah.
She ain't no joke.
I know. That's why Moscato gonna be my agent. So you have to talk to my agent Moscato. She don't play.
Man.
She's a little mean person.
Yes, my children are mean. My children are mean. My children are not no joke.
Moscato's the one, yeah. So that's just how that goes. Okay.
Well, we love you guys.
We love you. See you next Wednesday. But check us out. Of course, we got to do our videos.
Yes.
Every day we try to put up. No, we don't, because I got Ciroc as my nephew. Okay, so we're going to have some videos. So check us out on our video platform.
And the commercials on there, too.
And the commercials. And they'll be on all of our YouTube channels. And then also check out our podcast.
Yes.
On Spreaker Podcast. Yeah. Because there's going to be some goodies going on there. Sometime this month, actually. I was going to say next month, but it is June. Yep, we are in June, you guys. Pride Month, I told you guys. And if there's another thing going on this month, let me know. Because, I got to look and see what other month it is. Because, as always. She said that she going to put up a screen and play it. Oh, what? She can put up a screen and play, because I said, oh, well. That's right. Oh, my God. Go ahead. And play it, honey. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we will be getting going. We love you guys. Got to go. We got to make some more videos before we go. Before we get in trouble. We be getting trouble by kids. Yeah. And then she said, yes, I love you too. Okay, love you guys. Have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye. I don't know what